So a few like 10 big blind stacks. There was four kind of very short stacks at the start of the day. And we are now on a stone bubble hand for hand.
It will obviously be swinging out to the outer table should there be any big hands of interest. Back to this one though. Aces to kick things off.
Decent.
Got a funny feeling that we're going to be here a while.
King Queen for Jatin on the button. Facing the cutoff open as well. Interesting to see what happens here. Feels like 3-bet or call are both reasonable options. Does just make the call. Now interesting spot, really interesting for Pack. 9's in the big blind versus these positions. Cut off open button call. The problem is stone bubble. Jatin's range has strengthened considerably. Pack may be worried there are even some traps in there. Really, really interesting spot for 9's. Yeah, and he decides to just make the call, not taking any unnecessary risks. Another spot I'm interested. I'm going to take a quick photo of all of these. Just homework for later.
Oh boy.
9's feels super close to a jam pre-flop just because it's cut off and button, and cut off has 33 bigs. But the thing is the cut off is opening into the chip leader small blind. So that that makes this range a little bit stronger. It's not like, oh, I'm opening into the chip leader small blind, so I have to fold everything, but there is going to be that consideration. It's the stone bubble. His 3-bet percentage is likely to go up a reasonable amount in this spot. So, but still, like, he's going to have all those king jack offsuits still. He's not just going to open fold something like that. King 10 suited, all those hands that 9's gets to fold pre, plus Pack's range is going to look super strong jamming pre, so he's just going to get extra folds. He might even get something like ace queen to fold pre-flop if it just goes, because Jatin is flatted on the button as well. Both of these ranges look quite strong to the opener, so a jam pre from Pack might get some very strong hands to fold too. So definitely a super interesting spot, and king high board going to be trouble for Jatin.
Yeah, Korkmaz going with around 40%. I note the size of the pot, Leo, just going to the turn already. SPR going to be 2 should... I'm trying to think of natural turn barrel cards, but like a 10. Oh, wow. Wow, King of Diamonds.
Yeah, that's not going to be good for Korkmaz at all. He's really not going to like that. Like, there's going to be a lot of King X in Jatin's range, especially once he calls the flop with the player behind. This range is going to be getting pretty strong, like calling pre on the bubble, calling flop multi-way. Really, really bad turn card, and just unlucky for Korkmaz, but still 2 outs for the absolute carnage.
For the bubble to be burst in a very short time. See what Jatin comes with. 395 in the middle, Queen of Diamonds in hand as well. Less concerned about hands like ace queen of diamonds. It's relatively small, just north of quarter pot. Setting up a very natural river SPR of around 1 as well for river gem, although I guess going to non-diamond rivers, brick rivers, he's going to have non-all-in sizings on the river. Especially on that river.
Yeah, this size on the turn just allows Korkmaz to believe there's some...
Oh, Pack's face, mate. Oh no, I didn't even remember that Pack had 9s in the big.
Yeah, what a run out that would have been as well. All in
Wow.
three. Snapped off by aces. River 9 on the stone bubble. Million chips. Wow.
Korkmaz was just losing this hand.
Yeah, but I mean, Pack was never going to get anywhere near this river once he peeled pre-flop, so Korkmaz, yeah, can think there were potentially some hands like 10s, 9s, jacks in Jatin's range that peel the flop and then bet this size on the turn just to try and get a showdown. But once those hands don't check back the river after about 5 to 10 seconds, you're really hating it. Now this is going to become a very King X heavy and kind of pocket 5s, pocket 3s type deal. So I expect Korkmaz is going to be able to get away from this on the river, to be honest. Saudi Arabia win. 2-1. GG.
Biggest upset of the tournament already.
Yeah, that was a pretty big one. Especially as they were 1-0 down. Yeah, does get away from it. Nicely done.